Now at hand.
Welcome, welcome, short, black, tall.
Welcome, welcome, big, sad, small.
Welcome, welcome, one and all.
Welcome to the Coliseum Circus Spectacular.
You'll see more here than at a museum, both awesome and bizarre.
A day of sport is planned for you, where man will battle beasts.
And gladiators daring do on which your eyes can feast.
We welcome first our emperor, great Caesar, and his wife.
They are by far superior. We wish them a long life.
Hail Caesar!
Proud citizens of Rome, please, I'll grant the games to begin.
Lion fight slave Androcles and let the strongest win.
Slave Androcles, your crown is bold, at work you often slept.
And at your master's charge and scold, into the woods you crept.
I don't at times from overwork, and charges I don't deny. So to the forest I did lurk, when told that I would die.
A slave who sleeps while at his chores, that's against the law.
Here in the Coliseum floor, death by the lion's claw.
Before the lion has his way, you may speak your last words.
Beg for mercy on the stake, speak aloud so you are heard.
I was made a slave against my will, kidnapped as a boy. I did my job and learned my skill, but life has been no joy. Men are born free, that is God's law. No one shall be made a slave. I shall face death at the lion's paw. It's freedom that I crave.
Release the lion from the gate.
Let Androcles confront his fate.
The lion roared and charged about, his honor to defend. At Androcles he leapt and shouted then, he recognized his friend.
I'm sure that's how we meet again, just like you thought we would. I'll never hurt or cause you pain. To me, you have been good.
My lion friend, you are the best, and trust us in our plan. We'll stand together through this test.
What goes on here, young man?
Tell us this tale where man helps beasts.
We can't believe it's real.
We help each other off your seas.
We're friends and that's the deal.
So Androcles explained the tale. The Caesars were amused. When story told, he tipped the scale. The slave was excused!
For kindness in a heart of gold, we'll grant you freedom now.
Lion having been so bold, salvation will allow.
But Emperor, he broke the law.
The lions have no right.
He must be punished for their flaw. Banish from our sight.
No, banishment for you awaits for treating creatures so.
Escort them to the city gates and
boys all lived happily. Here at our story's end. Thank you for clapping heartily.
You know it's just pretend.
I know you're very impressed with this group already, and you probably know how hard they've worked, just how incredibly hard, but just in case you don't, or you feel like you could be even more impressed, I'm going to make you that way by telling you what they've done over the last 3 or 4 days. On Monday, these students had no idea what parts they would be playing, what lines they'd be singing, what songs they'd be singing, what dances they'd be doing, no idea. Most of them had their first rehearsal on Tuesday. Some of them didn't even have their first rehearsal until Wednesday. But just 2 days after that, they've been able to put this on for you, and I think they deserve another big giant round of applause. I'm Ben, by the way, and this is Stephanie over here with Children's Stage Adventures. And we have just been honored to be here in Epping this week working with these students. And I say something similar to this just about every week, but I need you to know how much I mean it this week. No, seriously, this is honestly, I've been to 60 or 70 communities. One of my absolute favorite groups ever. I love you guys. We have encountered so much support from the community here and the entire staff of Epping Middle School, so let's give the entire staff a round of applause. But I do want to thank some individual people as well. Let's thank our lovely and talented accompanist, Mrs. Adrian Starr. To these folks this week. However, not only were they learning it, but Stephanie and I were doing this show, this particular show, for the very first time ever. We wouldn't have been able to do it without the founders of Children's Stage Adventures. They were here to teach us this week, Rob and Lori Gray. We stole your gymnasium this week, so thank you very much to Ms. McFarland. Backstage with us tonight is Mrs. Pelletier. Let's give her a round of applause. For all his help with the sound system and more, your music teacher, Mr. Freed. We have great, like better than almost ever, assistant directors this week. So, Brian and Everett and Brendan and Bailey, you guys were great. And for bringing us here and always being the person who has our main contact here at Epping and answering all the questions we have and addressing any issues that come up. Thank you so much, Mrs. Debbie Booth. Thank you.
Mr. Rapucci!
Mr. Rapucci! Just a couple more announcements, and then I promise I will stop talking sometime in the next hour or so. I do want to mention that out through that door in the lobby, we are still, actually, the lovely Miss Bailey will still be selling Androcles and the Lion t-shirts for $13 each. So if you want one of those for your child or for yourself, we go up to extra large. Androcles and the Lion t-shirts, I've got one. I love it. How about you? You like yours, Stephanie?
Best t-shirts ever.
Yeah. But besides that, I also want to let you know that we will be having a photo call where we will have each group stand together as the cast and then individual groups for pictures. So when we turn these house lights in the gym on, you're welcome to come up as close to the stage as you would like to take these pictures. After each group is dismissed, they will go directly to Stephanie to turn their costumes in. Then, they will be able to greet their adoring public. So if your child comes up to you in 2 minutes and says, "Hey Dad, did you like it? How'd I do? Wasn't it great?" I want you to say, "Yeah, you were great. Go turn your costume in." All right, well, let's have